All right, everybody, welcome to Tales from the Flipside. I think this is episode 233, 234. I don't know. Anyways, SDCC, that's what we're talking about today. Look, we got a crew. We got a lost member joining the channel back again. Excited. People should be excited about this. Uh, and we'll get into it. Let me drop the old intro and let's go. All right, boys. It's SDCC time. Um,
Sure.
I heard the announcement trickle out like everybody. We really don't have a market report. It's just SECC. We're going to news with Chris's photos that he graciously got for us. We got Sean with photos with things that's going on in the old SDCC, I guess, room, we'll call it. All the cool stuff that was shown around. Obviously, we were going to have pickups from those two guys. I'm sure maybe Carter might have something too. We'll see. Uh, and that's it. And welcome back, our lovely, lovely Esquire to the stars,
What
Mr.
up?
Nico. Without further ado, let's get into we'll get into Sean's picks, kind of. So
Yeah.
let's
Well,
good.
this all got started. So anyway, these picks, I definitely sold the toy picks and stuff. I popped preview night. So preview night is um basically 5:30 to 9. Um this did do a quick shout out. Getting the original pass fell through because someone kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Thanks to Matt from Cover Price for getting me one, and then not being able to get the physical one for Chris being able to walk me through the line for them to reprint that thing. So yeah, it was nice to have. I don't know if I have it here. You guys all know what Comic Con passes look like, so
Yeah.
that was fun. So yeah, preview night. So I was able to get on the floor probably 4:30 or 5. Again, knowing people helps. So if you can find a loading sticker with your pass, you can get in there and meander around. And that's what's going on. That's not completely official. They said it's. I think the doors opened at 5:30 on preview night. It's 5:30 to 9. Being able to get in a little bit, being able to get in a little bit early also sort of gives you the lay of the land before you're going to get trampled. Before people literally start running through the door, and I mean running, and they have
Yeah.
to announce no running every day because people will start running at 9:30 in the morning when you get in the door, or especially at preview night, people will run. And to tell you the truth, I didn't run, and I got bested on a couple things for refusing to run. And I'm too old to run through Comic Con, so I will briskly walk, and I have long legs, so that will work. So we cracked it off. We're going preview night. Preview night was cool. It was nice to see everything. A lot of exclusives were not going to be for sale on preview night. So randomly, so the first stop I see, so I jump in, hit the people setting up some of the whatnot. So talk to some of the sellers and people I know that work there and stuff for there. Hit it, see Jonathan and James from Hive. Immediately notice them. So we go. I go. So Drew and I walk over with the Hive guys. Walk over to Boom. So Boom's got a menu.
I
I don't
got
know
you
if people
all.
care. You just show this real quick. I didn't
I
take
got
a
you.
picture of the menu because I have it. So Boom's got this. They got the merch menu and they have it like a little checklist. So they tried really hard to run it well. I don't know if this still works, but SDCC 2022. Um, oh yeah, it works until 9:30. So you get 25% off Boom with SDCC 2022 until excuse me, September 30th. So these are their exclusives. So you go in there with the pack, and I've kind of been out of the loop for a couple months, especially. I haven't done any sales other than eBay, so I've been on whatnot stuff. I haven't watched as many streams. I was traveling for a month also, so a little bit out of the loop. All the times you guys did not see me on Mondays, I was out of the loop. So I had no idea that Boom was going nuts with all this stuff. Something's killing the children for sure. I'll show you guys in the pickups. I guess Grim is people are going crazy over Grim in any form that they can get it, and I didn't even know because I just kind of been out of it. So this Grimfish variant sold out every day. So I'm in line at Boom, and they say they're not giving out the Something Is Killing the Children 25 covers, which I did get, but not that night. So I'll show you guys in pickups. So they're giving these away. I had no idea. Okay, I was like, nah, they don't have the 25. I'm gonna get out of line. I'll get there. I'll be there in the morning. I'll get the other ones. I'll grab them at the different time. And these are, I'll be honest with you, these are just flips for me.
Yeah.
I don't care that
Okay.
much.
Yeah.
There was a Jay Lee variant that I found out on Friday was a secret variant that they dropped 16 of every day, and so I got a Grim #1 secret variant, and I only found out on Friday. And then some people left the con and they're mad I didn't tell them. But you can't remember everything. You can't remember. So anyway, I left the Boom booth because honestly, when the hell has Boom ever been the hottest booth at Comic Con? Okay, and I'm talking comics, obviously,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
not Funko or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, so these Boom books are selling out every day. People in line, you're there by 9:30 in the morning, and they'll literally tell you you've been in line for, people waited 2 hours in line and they'd be sold out of stuff. So they kind of caught on, and luckily they'd start walking down the line like the Grimfish variant is sold out. So if you're just waiting for that, it's fine. They sold out a bunch of stuff every day. I did get a couple of couple of children's sets. They had a 1 through 5 Katana variant set. So anyway, that was cool. So that started with preview night, and Boom was the hottest comic book booth. They did the most exclusives, releasing some per day. They did release some on their website, which is annoying. I have that problem too throughout the con. I'll probably touch on it. I didn't buy as much stuff as I would because a lot of it that they call SDCC, exclusives, are not. You got Mattel selling the same toys online the same day when we paid for, hotel, me gas, but most people airfare. Yeah, so they keep saying SDCC exclusives. In the past, man, that's actually meant something. And a lot of time, except for some of the comics that are limited to 50 and stuff that are going to sell out, that didn't seem to mean shit for a lot of stuff. So anyway, that's going on. So the preview night was that. I got some cool. I'll tell you what I got preview night and pickups and stuff. But I just thought I had to definitely mention that seeing Boom be the hottest booth. That they had the longest line every morning at 9:30 when everybody was in the door, and they're sold out of some of those books by 9:40 in the morning every day. Was like wow. So I did not get a Grim #1 fish. I didn't want to go wait in line. I was there so many days; it didn't matter to me that I was in at 9:30 every day. That's just not a thing. I don't stay 12 hours a day in there. That's too much. So that was much. But yeah, if you want to do the pictures or whatever, I just thought I'd
Yeah.
throw it out. And so yeah, the hot books are the Boom stuff. I don't know how they're doing on eBay. So so I was able to. So what I did was I hit the popular stuff and the toy stuff. This is where everybody stops and takes pictures. So I wanted to be able to see some of this stuff on Wednesday. And then, so I didn't even really hit up I hit the exclusives, but not the comic book side, like where the actual comic book dealers are at all, really on Wednesday, other than a lap. So this is obviously that's like life size Lego, good old Lego Skeletor. So I think that had to have been the first picture I took as first as I saw that guy.
No, I didn't
So
do it in any kind of order. I just when you dropped it on, I just kind of. So I don't
if
know.
they're in there in order, although it's like yeah. So we've got this is Comic Link, I believe. So obviously some great OA.
Did any of you guys see the fucking art that Mikey picked up on his IG?
No, I didn't. No, I talked to him at the
Jesus
Bad Idea
Christ.
party, but I didn't.
He fucking snagged like the alternative cover for ASM 361. I mean, like shit I didn't even know existed. It was the goofiest. Like it's worth looking at.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't. I talked to him for all of 30 seconds, but that's just when I ran into him at the Bad Idea on Saturday night. So this is just cool. Just some of the OA stuff that you would see in there. The death in the family obviously is the thing, and it's funny because I don't know if it's funny, but Comic Link and Heritage have these beautiful displays, but really they're just trying to keep their name out there, get people to bid on their auctions. Maybe get some big guys to consign because all the shit is going in a future auction. They're not actually selling it. Yeah. Well, they are selling it, but it's going in a future auction, and so it's just cool to look at the stuff. So it's really nice to see.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so that obviously. So they got what pre-auction estimate
100,000 plus.
Yeah, I mean, come on. This is.
I think I'm having a fucking cardiac event just seeing it.
Yeah, man. These, yeah. Oh, I saw. Yeah, I had to zoom. There was, yeah. So seeing stuff like this, and these are just once in a lifetime pieces for people. Yeah, £100. They don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows, man. But like, and also, I mean, this is comic history. People don't realize, like, the early Batman years and the Death in the Family. This is when we started to get those like multi-issue continuity stories. Rather, you have characterization that lasts forever, but like where you're going issue to issue and issue to start these little mini series and stuff like that. I think started to happen a lot more with these Batman issues. So we've got, yeah. So I mean, I don't think you need to, what's happening here. So I just grabbed on there. So we got the Book of Boba Fett characters, Star Wars, blah blah blah. There was this cool. Actually, Chewie like was walking around on Friday, like the legitimate Chewbacca costume, like 7 feet tall.
Nice.
I don't know who the hell was in there, man. But like, dude, I don't. When I'm like, me and Chris are looking up to you. It's something. So. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. They'd have the Chewie, and then he just mobs. I couldn't even get a good picture of the Chewie, and I don't like fight through kids to do this stuff. I mean, I'll take exclusives right out of their hand, but I don't take their photo opportunities. That's rude.
Yeah, I guess. You didn't bear paw them away like
right through them. Yeah.
Oh,
no, that was cool.
Let's see. I went too far. Hold on a second.
I think we skipped a few.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, almost gonna be. Let me get this back down.
But yeah. So anyway, some more of those toys No Holds Barred. I saw that in the theater. I freaked out with Rip. So they're doing that at Zeus. I took a couple. They got the VHSs there. I didn't see too many graded VHSs, by the way. I think I put some pictures of some of the crazy video games that they have in there that we've been covering to a degree. Didn't see much, if any, graded VHS yet, so I don't know if that's quite hit. But yeah, that was amazing. I had the poster. Actually, I had the Rip poster in my room as a kid from the center of the No Holds Barred magazine. But yeah. So anyway, cool. I thought this was awesome that they're making this stuff. So that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And the thing is, this what made me mad. This is pretty cheap. It's like $30 or something. And then I look, and it's already, I could buy it on the internet. And I was like, I don't want to fucking carry it then.
Yeah, right.
You literally took the opportunity for me to go home with something cool that nobody has,
That is sick,
by releasing it at the same time. So I didn't care. Anyway,
did you just order it online and ship it to your house?
I didn't even do that yet.
And
same with the, I think I put the picture in here. Same with the Ghost Rider. That might be like an next day. So this is a they're actually going to make this, and you can kind of, if you look at the people in the background for reference, because those people are far, you can kind of tell how massive this thing is.
Yeah.
It's like the glass case is probably 6x6. There's going to be some sort of Kickstarter crowdfunded deal with this that adds more stuff. Clearly, it's not going to come with like 5 Man-at-Arms or something. But I don't know why they have so many Man-at-Arms. But so like all this stuff's cool. They have the track. The track's gonna work. All this stuff, and they have even more add-ons from when they finish this thing.
What's gonna be the price on it?
It's gonna be I don't know he didn't know the starting price. It's gonna be a Kickstarter that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so it's just gonna end up like ridiculous and add more and more and more, because clearly it's obviously a prototype. So that's how he told me. So I have no idea, but like if they're gonna go for it, and it's so big. Like honestly, I got tall ceilings, and maybe above this I can like build a shelf right here and get that thing up there. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'd do with it is the problem. But it's
one of the toy stores that I go to, the one that I got the board game from, they got in a collection of Masters of the Universe towards the end of last year. They had a sealed Eternia. Sealed.
Oh my gosh.
They got $16,000 for it.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Good investment, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm either that or I'm nuts. It's hard for me to tell you what to invest in Masters of the Universe. I can tell you how rare some of the comics are, but
Yeah.
It's like, no, I like that shit too much. Sorry.
Let's see. There we go.
So that thing, yeah, I just use. I don't know how big we. So this is awesome. It's got the. I'm pretty sure it's got the comic in it as well. This is cheap as shit too. This is like $20 or $25, and not very big, but it's on the internet. I don't like carrying boxes around Comic-Con. If it doesn't fit, I like to fill up my backpack every day, and that's it. Yeah, $25, dude. And it's just like, what's the, to say that I got it there? I'm a little too old for that.
Yeah.
If it had a special seal, you know what? They should do that. They should do stickers or something. Like
put SDCC right here.
2022 or something. Because that thing's awesome, man. And I'm pretty sure it comes with a mini comic. If not, it's just a display like that. But it's freaking cool. Yeah. Right up my alley. As soon as someone texted me that, and I was like, I need that. But then I saw it on the internet. And then you know how it goes. You want to buy two so you can flip one and have one for free.
Yeah.
That's how we all work. So this was cool. I think I only put one in this folder. I didn't choose one. So they've got that's the OA for the cover.
Oh wow!
And they had multiple of these. So that is So like you see the Joker to the right. I assume it says Joker. They had the original the cover to that too in one of the other pictures. I cut down the photo folder. Yeah, I'm not going to take 3 minutes for every picture. But yeah, this is a great display with these super cool stuff. You know what I mean? I don't
like how it's being bended, but whatever, man.
I do.
That boy.
I'm pretty sure the prize is the OA, not the magazine. Yeah. But where the hell are you going to find that? Looks like a pretty decent copy of Collier's for actually having the mailing sticker still on there.
Yeah,
you know, not that I've ever heard of Collier's. How to Live with a Woman. Let's go. The Yankees.
Oh, boy.
Are those two things related? I'm not sure.
Maybe back in '53 they were.
Yeah. So these are amazing. They had a Drago. These are great. They had a great Mega Man back there too. You can see the thing. But these are just these are gorgeous. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. And they had a Drago and they had Apollo in his USA getup. What is it? Living in America.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are awesome. And this is why. Yeah, that's why I have pictures of them.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put them. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna spend $1,000, $1,500 on a statue, I gotta know exactly where that bitch is going.
I got to.
You know.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is.
So this is the bathroom on the bathroom hall. The hallway to the bathroom of my favorite bar. I ended up going. It's bar restaurant. So we went there. So Chris and I went there when I took this picture on Wednesday night. And ended up, so then other people wanted to go from my pictures for lunch on Thursday. So I was like, okay. And then Friday, they couldn't get in. Same people couldn't get anywhere to sit. So we went in there again. And then Saturday, it was an easy to go place. It's called Werewolf, downtown San Diego. It has, honestly, the Yelp is like 4.6 or something. It's ridiculous, for how. Yeah, Yelp can be something with 2,000 ratings to get that high is pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, they do the werewolf stuff. So that's why I took the pictures. They got the plume covers. Yeah, whatever. I didn't go in here, which sucks because I planned to do it on Saturday, and I don't think you even needed a pass to do this. So it's the House of Dragon, obviously. They have the big SDCC set up, everything like that. I've seen the commercials. We're all just happy to have. I think most people anyway. Yeah. Happy to have some Game of Thrones back. So.
Let's see what's here. Oh, here we go.
So here we're rocking with the video games, and this is I believe this is
at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Okay, then never mind. That's why I took the picture. Okay, so I forget. Yeah. But yeah, so this is. I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, this is Heritage. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they've got it. Same thing.
Wow.
And again, Wisem, and with the comic ratings, you gotta love it. Yeah. 10-0 for a very fine Wayne. 10 grand for very fine Wayne's World, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Let's see what down here. Got a little Return of the Living Dead, Ghostbusters.
And that's funny. This is Heritage, so these are they're really touting these VF and VF Plus shit. Yeah. If they're telling you you're gonna get 50 grand, So that's what's happening. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think I might have put a couple of these in here. But same booth.
Oh,
that slight means nothing to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I wish color touch and spine seals. Maybe I can't tell what that is.
I'd probably just color touch.
Okay.
If it's slight.
Oh, it's slight. Yeah, small amount of color touch.
Yeah, small color touch on cover.
Fuck, who
yeah.
cares?
Somebody dropped their pen on it once.
Whoops. Who cares?
So I think these pictures, they seem to be mostly in order or just of the comics. Oops, sorry, that's how it
No,
is.
you're good. I can flip it, bro. I got you.
So they say 25 on this on an 8.5. I mean, I saw the only ass I saw in 2022. I'm not talking about all online. And I think one of the copies might have been Z's, was a Red Hood. I think they had the 5.0 at 20 and the 5.5 at 25. I mean, I'm sure those would be negotiable, but like, I don't know. I definitely would be leaning towards 8.5 for that price range. And stuff.
What did Z sell his to Red Hood for? Anybody remember?
I don't know, but he didn't pay dick for it. I don't think he paid more than 15 for it.
Yeah,
1,500. So
and I think
I paid 1,000 for mine. So and mine's a 4.5 and is terrible need of a CPR. I get real lazy about the more PC books I have. You're just not in a hurry. So many years of that. I messed that up.
No, you're good. I got you. I can fix it. So this is 35,000 plus, which
I remember trying to convince Mel to buy one of those for $5,000 from the live chat on Unpressable Defects many years ago.
And I remember, and Mel also passed this one up, and you'll figure out why. Is I was in Manhattan, and it had to have been. It was right before my dad got sick, even though he knew he was sick, like before the cancer kicked in. So we did a trip out there. So at Midtown, so it's probably about 8 years ago. So we went to Midtown, and I remember they had that for either, I don't know if that 5's throwing me off, but it doesn't really matter. It was either $3,000 or $3,500. And I was like, for a blade, right? And I will obviously tell you I've learned more about comics in the last 8 years. I've been building as I go. But so 10 times the investment in 8 years would probably pretty good investment for literally anything in the world.
Yeah.
So just gorgeous. Still, this is one of my favorite books, and the book that I've never ever owned. And I don't know why I don't at least have like a 1.5 or 2.5 or something. Yeah. Just because I love this book. And the reason it's not 400,000 is because there might be might not have a Batman or a Superman on that cover. So there's that. Again, and I can't say for sure these are the best books on there. It's just when Heritage has them in a case, I can walk up and take a picture other than asking dealers to take them off the wall. Can I take a picture? Hey, man.
It's a good fucking deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that Resto's.
I can't read from here what it says.
Oh, so I'll blow it up.
Trimmed is the problem.
Okay. Bob Kane signed it on the
pieces added to the covers.
Yeah,
not great either. Yeah. I'm fine with the cover and interior reinforced. I'm fine with staples replaced. The trimming and the pieces added. Also, what the fuck am I talking about? I would fucking cry myself to sleep if I owned that thing. I'd be so happy.
Here's another big boy. So cover cleaned. Yeah, interior lightened.
What does that do? What does that mean?
Chemical cleaning.
Chemical cleaning.
And how does that get detected?
Because you get traces of the chemical agent will show up under black light, or it'll test. Like if you do like certain types of like swabbing tests, you'll get a hit on it. Some people have figured out that like certain mixtures of peroxide and water will not get dinged, and there's some people out there who are like selling that as the miracle cleaning solution, because you couple that with some UV light and it'll lighten the shit out of the cover without taking the colors out of it.
Blue, the blue lights.
Hey, yeah, I hate that. Just so everybody knows, a comic's a comic. Obviously, I press books. Yeah. That whole extra step, I'm okay with people doing it. It is not, and I've tried it. It definitely works. It's just not my thing. So when people hit me up, I'm like, I'm not doing that to your fucking book. Yeah. So So this is Comic Link. So this is one of their shitty cases. You know what's funny? These are the ones that face outward. They have better copies on the other side.
Jesus.
So these are just the ones that they don't pay attention to. So
Yes,
first
but you
Batman, first
grab-
Superman, or number ones. First appearance Batman, first appearance Superman, first Spectre, Wonder Woman, first Green Lantern, right, and first Spider-Man, all in 2 rows.
Yeah.
Not bad. If you're gonna pick 8 keys
That's it.
that we're somewhere in the con in the same vicinity of each other, that's it.
Yep.
And I think I put that. So probably the next picture is the ones next to it, which are just not. I mean, not quite there, but there's no complaining here. I mean, you got Daredevil 9.6. We've got
Kansas
Cat,
City.
Marvel Comics 1. You kidding me? Is that Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas
I
City.
guess I could see the grade on Spidey one, but it doesn't really matter.
No.
You know what I mean? So just I just stand over there and like I probably spent 15 minutes, 20 minutes just in that corner. So also it's a nice place to take a break. Like that's kind of like by a door. So you take your backpack off, take some pictures, and just look at shit for a while.
Yeah.
Because you just you don't see them. I like to look in the backgrounds and the colors and stuff like that. And I suppose I could do that on the internet with a picture or something. But I'm just I'm not in the the Captain America 8.0 and Reigns. Not that that's first cap or something, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alex Ross booth. So this, which is just ridiculous, and I think Chris described on the last show how he comes in with a freaking semi with all this art. So much nice stuff. To be honest, it's just I'm not to the point where I'm right now not framing anything, and there's so much gorgeous stuff. I mean, I don't think we have to tout Alex Ross's talents. He did have that new
Batman 125.
Bat 125. He had it pre-slabbed for $250, which isn't a bad deal, but I think they're like $350 on eBay and stuff. I don't care about it enough to just keep it. And more of the Alex Ross stuff. They're just random like OA Alex Ross like sitting there. Like I'm not clear. We all know I'm not some a thief, but because I'm cognizant of my own self and my pocket, like you know what I mean. I wear zipper pockets and stuff like at Comic Cons and things like that. Knowing like I try to protect, you know, things like that. I literally am functionally aware that thieves exist, and I go like, dude, you can pick that up and walk away with that shit. It would not be difficult. And you disappear into the crowd and be gone, and they would never. I'm not trying to give anybody any ideas, but to see like sketches from Alex Ross just sitting on the ground, right? Those are actual sketches from Alex Ross.
Wow.
It's
not prints. All right. Yeah.
It's like having a Picasso on the floor and like, whatever, dude. I'll just make another one. It's like,
it's not. And they did have the first Tosin signed, but it was 100. And I don't know if that auto's 60 or 65 to me on that, even though I'm still buying BP3, so whatever. But cool Alex Ross shit. So these are cool.
I saw somebody trying to sell these for like a whole rack for like $1,600.
Yeah, I went back more than once. I'll show you in pickups, but like if you see in the corner, like it, and probably the next picture or two. So these are good. So anyway, so I grabbed those. Those are great. Pretty much. So those are the DC NFT packs. Marvel had some card packs too.
Interesting. Big lines for those?
No, I don't think people knew what was going on. I don't think they knew they were con exclusives.
Wow.
And they're 25. Again, I took that. We even took that out of bag. That's Carboneros.
I saw this one. I saw this one when we went to Baltimore last year. I swear it's the same copy.
It's double GPA.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really bother. I was going to text Joe, but I didn't go back the next day. I didn't want to text him if I wasn't going back, and I forgot to see. I wouldn't want to have been rude. I probably would have paid full GPA, which is like $600 or $700, but it's raw. Super clean, really pretty, but it's about a 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I looked at too, and I'm like, I'm not paying double GPA.
That's the line one of the lines they heard you in after they shove you upstairs.
Yeah.
I just thought, this is what you go through. And that was about 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
That's great.
I'll throw those in pickups. I was able to get some of those, and that was my biggest flipper pickup, I guess is what you'd want to say. I'm definitely gonna sell some. GPK booth was awesome. The shirt I'm wearing came from there. These pins were great, and also the cool thing, they're selling these shirts. They're the only shirts. I think this shirt was either $10 or $15 because I got 3 different shirts and they're different levels. But I think this one was only like $9.99, if not like $15. And
That's cheap.
everybody else is trying to gouge the shit out of you. Every other shirt in the con's at least $40.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, GPK stuff. You know, I'm gonna throw those in there. Yeah. Those are gorgeous. Should have tried to grab some. Simcoe was there, but not at the booth at the time I was there. So yeah. Rocking with those. Those were limited to 3,000. There's a set of 16 cards per box in there, and each one it's sealed on the back. I'll show you in pickups, but they're sealed on the back, and there's a hollow of one of the base cards in each box. So anyway, nice. Those are cute. Grab a couple boxes. They turned movies. They turned the Tin Roof, I think, into movies. So Kevin Smith, Jay and Silent, we all know who Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes went in there. A cool merch section. I just sort of walked up on it, so I was super happy. Grabbed something as present for somebody and like a shirt for whatever. Yeah. I think the next ones should be also more of this. Yeah. So yeah, these guys were super cool. But you're just selling fucking Kevin Smith merchandise. Like how can you? You got to be a real asshole to not be a nice guy and do that job. Yeah. So that's so this is when we walk back later on the way to the Whatnot house after we ate. So they're setting up. This is Mewes and Kevin Smith setting up. So this is through the window. Mm-hmm. So anyway, whatever. Kevin Smith through a window and Jason Mewes and Mewes. He's shutting the gate, and I'm frantically trying to get my phone from picture to record. Yeah. So if the next one comes up as a video, so. It's hard to see, but at the first second of the video, Mewes is giving me a thumbs up before he shuts the thing right in my fucking face through the window.
It's funny.
That was fun. Whatnot party. We got big guy on the right. It's Ninth Wonder. They did a great job at this Whatnot Heroes house. So basically, Friday night they had the party. They walked around, open bar. I'll have some more pictures in there, but so open bar, they had the crostinis and stuff like that. So you can see all the way left is Genghis Sean. The guy to his right with the long hair is Davis Ryder. That's Javin Jordan getting his face covered up by James from Hive. And that's John from Hive. And I don't remember people I know's names. So that's the artist on the books while they're streaming and selling them. So he was doing remarks live, which made it pretty cool. Cool. So there's stuff for selling. So this is like Saturday afternoon. This is just like random daytime there. So random daytime at the back of the Whatnot Hero house. It's not a house. It's just an event space rented, but it's it's in Gaslamp. Nobody stayed overnight there or anything. It's not like rooms or something. But this is the daytime where people just come in and come and go. They had drinks, water, food, shit. You could just stop and do your stuff. So that was fun. All the Invincible posters. I did a video online. So you gotta do this guy. You got right in the middle there. Outside the fucking window, okay? He's just out there, dude, right? And he's making faces. He's dancing around, and everybody's like kind of laughing. So I took the picture from way back there, so it would be creepier. So we take this creepy picture, right? And then he's like asking people. I'm way back. If you zoom out, I don't know if you can see to the original. You can't see. So to basically where those boxes are on the pole to the left. It's one on a prior picture. Doesn't matter. But there's people sitting on a couch that's kind of back to my left, out of view. And he's like waving and then like wanting to come into the house. And then people are like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, dude, there's no metal detectors here, dude. That guy's not coming in. Yeah. Right. He's hilarious in the window, but it's like when you see it, there's the fucking Joker. And his costume was pretty good. So anyway. Okay. Random Saturday event. That's Skeff with Tyler Kirkham doing live sketch on there. That was fun.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. So Dinesh was at the first one. So Saturday night, because we know Dinesh half-assed everything. So we had this party on the fucking ocean with the free stuff, just networking, things like that. Food given away. Bad idea drink ticket. I still have a bad idea drink ticket. I'm thinking of listing it for $1,000.
Look, I found an Ash. Where's
dude.
Waldo? I found him.
Honestly, I didn't even know he was in the picture. I was just trying to type. I probably threw a couple pictures of this in there just because it was cool. So yeah, this is the view from that shitty bad idea party. I actually met some really cool people. People there that I don't think I wouldn't have met. That aren't really necessarily in our realm. That makes sense. Some directors, producer dudes. That was fun. So right in the middle between the B and the A. I went with it. You know what? Let's put it right in the middle, man. Put it right in the middle. You know.
That's cool. I got you.
And this is towards the end of it. I don't know. Do I have more? So that's the thing. No, I'm not going to list that online, but it was pretty fun. There are a lot of pins. So yes, bad idea. Drink menu. Entertaining shit. And are we out? Yeah, this is winding down. This is the end of the party. That's about it, man. So yeah, thanks to. And then, but you gotta show that video
for Ganesh of VHS.
I got the video. Hold on one second.
Remind me.
So I'm talking. I didn't hear what you said, but what
I got a VHS tape for us to give to Dinesh.
Okay.
Like I specifically purchased it for him. He'll like it.
So this one's good, dude. So that's Anthony from Bird City. That's fucking Greg Horn. That's Drew. And this is me in our little video clip at the Whatnot house, right? So that's it. I'm talking to Drew Horn to Greg Horn for a while. I'm like, wait, who's that again? He's like, it's Greg Horn. Oh,
Drew looks like he's fucking rolling.
Dude, he really does. He always does, dude. He's having fun. So this video, that was an amazing video that they somehow recorded for us, dude.
I got you.
So
that's tremendous.
That was my weekend in a nutshell. So we come to like some pickups, and then Chris was able to do the media side of it.
Yeah, Chris is gonna knock this.
I was on the floor in the party side. Big surprise.
Yeah. I don't know who this guy is over here, but without further ado, Mr. Colbert, why don't you let us? Obviously, this is Kevin Feige, right?
Yeah, that was Kevin Feige basically giving us the initial I haven't been here in it's been 3 years to the day. It's last time I was inside of this room, and I basically laid out all of Phase 5 to you, or Phase 4 to you. So let's just go ahead and recap that and get immediately into Phase 5. And so basically, without missing a beat, he rolls straight into what all is coming. So I think as you progress through these photos,
he's Darth Vader in all black, man. I like that. He's murdered it out.
Yeah, and he's actually rocking a Miss Minutes hat. So that's one of the first things that happen is Miss Minutes comes up and they run a video kind of talking about what was happening in Phase 4, and she pops up on the screen and does the whole I didn't scare you guys thing again from Loki.
Yeah.
So this is the complete Phase 4 timeline, including the culmination with She-Hulk and Wakanda Forever. Yeah. And then he immediately starts transitioning into what's coming in Phase 5. So we get Quantumanium at the top in February. Transitioning into Secret Invasion, we got a teaser trailer. Again, I'll get into those when we actually get to those sections. But so we had Secret Invasion announced to be next. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the Echo series on Disney Plus, the Marvels live action movie, Loki season 2, the Blade movie getting its release date as well.
November, interesting.
Yeah, Ironheart,
cool.
So they've changed so originally it was Agatha House of Harkness, and people, I guess, weren't feeling that. And so now it is Agatha Covenant of Chaos. So they've changed the name up a little bit, but still, it's the Agatha Harkness show and some other witches, doing their thing. The Captain America New World Order film.
And I sent George the best meme out of this. It was Hulk Hogan with a American flag mask on. It said New World Order on it. He was holding the belt up. So,
nice.
Yeah. And then Daredevil, right?
So this is what I kind of talk about for just a split second. So they announced, Daredevil, Born Again, Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio will be, reprising their roles as Kingpin and Daredevil respectively. 18 episode season.
Jesus.
Yeah. And no telling you it's hour long. My guess is it's probably going to be pushing on hour-long episodes. This might be the beginning of them dabbling their toes into the long format game again. Because let's be real about it. It takes a lot more effort to come up with 3 6-episode shows than to stretch out a concept for 18 episodes. You also have to pay people less money because you're paying them when it comes to television. You're paying them per episode. I wouldn't go that far. Like, I mean,
I think Daredevil's established enough where, especially when it was on Netflix, right? It was one of those ones where it just kind of kept you going the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think Daredevil's the best to try this out with instead of like some new person.
Are we going to see Punisher and Daredevil? I mean, is that what we're going to see?
So it's quite possible that we will see the return of many of those Netflix characters through the Daredevil show.
Can you, real quick, because even I forget, I know which ones are obviously movies, but because we're doing the, I don't know, we were explaining. So which ones are the TV or the Disney Plus shows?
So Disney Plus is going to be Secret Invasion, Echo, Loki, Ironheart, Agatha Harkness, Covenant of Chaos, Daredevil. So if you look hard, you can see up underneath them there's a little Disney Plus logo.
Yeah, what happened to Armor Wars?
So that was the big question. Everybody kept making jokes like it was the meme from 2.5 Men. It's like, I feel like I forgot something. Well, if you forgot it couldn't be that important. And then they cut to Armor Wars standing in the rain in the dark. My guess is that Armor Wars either is being consolidated into Ironheart. So that's the thing too. Don Cheadle plays a heavy role in the Secret Invasion show. And it is espionage out the ass. Like, it is very much so like a spy. It reminds me of the Alias show from the late 90s, early 2000s. Like heavy on like that spy espionage vibe. It's Nick Fury running around. Not a whole lot of heroes in costumes. This is Nick Fury and Maria Hill and everybody else kind of, figuring out who's potentially a secret squirrel or whatever other like alien race that they need to worry about.
Thunderbolts?
Yeah, so this is going to be the culmination of Phase 5. It's the Thunderbolts movie. So no announcement on who the cast will be, but this is the big, Avengers event of Phase 5 is the culmination in Thunderbolts. So this is when we start getting into the Secret Invasion panels where Kobe Smulders came out and gave her spiel and talked about the show, and the role that she plays in it, and the return of again Nick Fury is featured prominently in the trailer that they showed. So we did get everything they showed. We got a trailer for. So again, we won't be seeing these probably for another couple of months, but we did get a trailer for every single one of these shows, with the exception of House of Harkness. But yeah, anything that I have a picture like this for, we got a trailer for. So then next it was Quantumanium. So they brought out Peyton Reed. They brought out the new recast of Cassie Lang. Eventually Lily came out and Paul Rudd came out. And then after they showed us the first glimpse, again, a trailer that has leaked online. It's terrible footage from the angle that whoever recorded from, but you get the general premise. But what it shows you MODOK in the trailer, like a brief glimpse of MODOK. You get Bill Murray's character of whoever he's playing. It's got a generally darker tone.
One Incredible Hulk character. What's it called? It starts with a K.
I'm blanking.
Krylar or Kylar? I forget.
You got him.
Yeah. So it's a lot darker. Like, they definitely play up like very much so kind of like the Infinity Wars kind of vibe to it. It wasn't like usual Ant-Man, happy-go-lucky, laughy stuff. It was dark. There's a scene where Paul Rudd is basically looks like he just got rocked in the face and he's bleeding from the nose and mouth. You hear voiceover of Kang talking the entire time. Jonathan Majors talking most of the time throughout the trailer, basically being like, you've experienced so much loss and all this other stuff. You've lost so much time that you can never get back. Leaning into that whole angle. And then you get the final glimpse is Kang starts coming from around the corner in full Kang regalia. He doesn't have the helmet on, but there is a poster that has released since then that he is in full regalia in the shadows of the Quantumanium poster, wearing helmet. But the vertical lines that Kang has on his face are actually scarred into his face, or they're markings in his actual face. And so they're running down across his eyes. He turns the corner. Ant-Man's like, you messed up. I'm an Avenger. he's like an Avenger, and he goes, "Have I killed you before?" And then the trailer cuts out. Like you get a shot of space, he goes, "Have I killed you before?" And then the trailer cuts. So like it is definitely like everybody was worried about it being an Ant-Man movie where they introduce Kang. Now Kang is coming in and kicking people's chest in, and it doesn't matter what the normal feel of your movie was. Kang is making it something very different when he shows up, and so I'm super excited about what that's going to look like.
Hell yeah!
So again, there's everybody who was up on stage: Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd, and then after this, when they bring out Jonathan Majors to just say his little piece about he's excited for what.
How about wardrobe? They're like,
so Cassie grew up.
You're gonna have an open midriff. You're gonna wear these shorts. They're
Everybody comment on the fact is like, I don't know what her outfit choice was. I mean, it was just it sparkled. But yeah, so then Jonathan Majors comes out after they run the trailer.
Sorry, that's
and
me.
He's like,
give him that new outfit.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors comes out. And he's just like, there will be conquering, and then he just leaves it at that. Like, not to give away anything, but you can tell from just like what little bit he said about the character. He's excited to play like this character. So then we segue into Guardians 3. James Gunn comes out. The entire cast minus Zoe Saldana. So we were missing Zoe Saldana. We were missing Vin Diesel. We were missing what's his face who voices Batista wasn't there.
Bradley Cooper.
And we were missing Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
But they had Chris Pine. We had what's her face from Doctor Who and previous movies, Mantis. His brother. It's like he brings his brother out. And I'm like, you really are like trying to make your brother a thing in this movie. Yeah. He answered more questions than the rest of the panel did. Will Poulter and the chick from the second Borat movie, who's Cosmo, the space dog. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but so she's probably been modified by the High Evolutionary. So everybody, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Will Poulter looks jacked. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he put on the muscle.
Fucking jacked. 22-inch pythons like Hulk Hogan style.
Yeah, dude put in the work and definitely looks the part. So. And then like they run a trailer. So there's a shot of him, the two of them together being the newbies on the cast. They run the trailer, and it was kind of a tear-jerky one. Like there's a lot of focus on Baby Rocket as like an actual normal like raccoon, and him being like,
Christ, did he get huge?
No, I told you, Yoke City.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can see it in his neck and stuff when he was up on stage. It was like, dude, put in the work. Like seriously. The trailer was really cool though, and like really kind of heart tugs. Like everybody knows this is probably going to be the last one with this team. Like James Gunn made sure to call that out, that this was the culmination of this team, this set of Guardians, and probably his last go round. Like you get shots of and then we have the High Evolutionary who comes out in costume and is named as the High Evolutionary. So everybody go out there and get your copies if you ain't already got them. Like he was named, it was called out. The funny thing is, Key Collector sent out that alert being like, High Evolutionary confirmed it. I was like, no, they didn't call him High Evolutionary once in the damn trailer. They didn't call him High Evolutionary until he walked down stage, but that alert had already gone out, so that's kind of funny. Kind of jumped the gun there a little bit. But yeah, he comes out and he is in full like asshole to the audience, low-key when he first premiere mode, like talking about, I can't wait to take you, you useless swine, and elevate you to your highest potential. He's like having those moments where I'm just like manic screaming at the audience and stuff like that. Like it was really like dude was really like chewing the scenery. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
More pictures.
You took these yourself, yeah?
Yeah. That's why they're a little blurry because homeboy's like moving around. Like he was walking through the audience and came in like past people, grabbed the chick's camera, did a quick selfie, and then walked up on stage. So
Karen Gillan looks like a deer.
Yeah, Karen Gillan's face, because that's right about the point that he screamed at the audience. She was like, was not expecting that. Like, all right, so now we're getting into phase 6. So the only 3 spots that are going to be filled in are going to be the Fantastic Four movie, which is the opening of phase 6. The next one will be, them announcing the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. And that's it for what has been announced. But those are the ends of phase 6. Back-to-back movies. They may adjust. We've seen it happen before. But as of right now, it goes Kang Dynasty, and then we go into Avengers Secret Wars. My guess is that the reason why Fantastic Four has to come before these 2 movies happen is that they're going to do kind of a contortion of the original. And the original Secret Wars story and also the 2015 Secret Wars story, where the catalyst or the element that's being leveraged will not be Molecule Man, but instead will be Doom using Kang's ability to manipulate reality and time. That is the way that seems like that will probably potentially play. So
Again, I want to tell everybody, we told everybody this kind of was happening. So
yeah.
Well, think about how long it's been since we first heard about the High Evolutionary. It's like 5 fucking years. I've been waiting for that guy.
So think about how long, like, that there was spec around. They were making it a Young Avengers, film. Like I remember when I got back to the hobby. Yeah, I got back in the hobby, and they were just like, there were whispers and murmurs of Young Avengers happening. Oh, and one of the posters, and in that trailer, and on the poster, Cassie is in full costume. Like she is in a purple, silver-headed costume. So there's your stinker spec or potentially stature, whatever name you're going to use against her, but. Go grab your Young Avengers 6s. Go grab your Astonishing Ant-Man's 11s. Like, if you can get them cheap.
I'm so excited for this. I can't believe it's this close. I mean, we got 3 years for Secret Wars.
Yeah. And then, I mean, again, there's
I didn't
a lot
think I could live long
enough
to fucking see Secret Wars. I was like, I'm going to be an old man.
Yeah.
When I finally see Battle World.
I mean, dude, there's still a lot of empty spots on that. There's still stuff to be announced at D23. So yeah, I mean, I see people talking in the comments about the X-Men. Again, there are still slots here to be announced. That D23 in 2019, that's when we found out about Ms. Marvel. That's when we found out about She-Hulk and Moon Knight. So I think they're going to lean into the TV-related stuff at D23 as like the big announcements there. So if they do X-Men as a bunch of miniseries leading into an actual, full-on film, then that's what makes sense for what we're going to get out of D23 potentially. But again, though, like clearly they have. I know we all want mutants and the X-Men so desperately now, but they have content for days, for years. Like they don't need to rush the X-Men. So
no, not at all.
I mean, it makes us frustrated, the ones of us who are sitting on books and stuff. But like, let's be real about it. Like they don't care about how it affects the spec market. Is it going to make for longevity and good story? And why would you blow your wad when you can stretch this out for 12 years?
Yeah, and I know that's all right. Well, maybe we can keep making money for 12 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah, let's see what's that. So they officially named this phase as the multiverse phase. So
yeah, they're not done with the announcements. There's so much more coming.
Yeah, so they brought it all back to Wakanda Forever to finish things out.
How fucking sweet was it? Did you both get to watch that trailer live?
I got to watch it live. They ran it back to back. Actually, they ran it once, and then they ran it. As we were all leaving the room, they threw it back on again. But so this is really cool. They had a group of African performers come out. This dude's got a spotlight on him, doing like voice drum, and another dude's like singing as they walk through the center of the crowd on the spotlight. All of a sudden, they light up the stage, and the stage is full of African performers. And then they finish what they're doing, and Ryan Coogler comes out to the center of them. As you see here, that chain around his neck is a gold chain with a picture of Chadwick Boseman on it, like engraved into it. And I have forgotten how Bay Area Ryan Coogler is. Like as intelligent as he is, as great as he is as a creator, he is from the Bay. And I mean, Jaime, like you feel me, cuz and stuff like that. Like he really is like from the Bay, and I really appreciate that. He don't put on any airs about that. But yeah, he was just kind of like talking about Chadwick and how when they first showed the trailer for Black Panther, Chadwick grabbed him on his shoulder and was just so hyped about it that like he lost feeling in his shoulder from him, and he was like coming in and the experience of everybody like clapping and celebrating what was going on. He's like he could feel him on his shoulder there. They then bring out the cast. So the next couple of photos are like everybody coming in and staging on the stage. So we got Okoye, Ayo, Baku. We got Riri. We say, I missed the shot of Michelle Cole, but she plays the head of like their like she's like the special forces like subgroup within the Dora Milaje, and then apparently there's a love affair story I think between her and Okoye. We get Tanahashi.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to get like a TV show there?
Yes, that wasn't announced either. But again, D23, like I don't think it's out of play. I think they're just
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to remember the things that we know about that at least were talked about that we're going to hear at D23 and see if you got breadcrumbs that we weren't aware of.
So real quickly, off the top of the head, we have World of Wakanda. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. We have the untitled, but let's be real about it, Werewolf by Night Halloween special. We have Armor Wars, and I think that's it at this point for the known things that have been announced.
Right. X-Men 97 was X-Men 97 announced yet?
So all the animated stuff was its own breakout session. So they did an hour and 45 minutes of just straight animated like conversation.
I slept. I had it on my schedule. I slept in.
My girl tried to get in line for an hour and a half and couldn't get into it. Like they build up. So
I'm fucking glad I slept in then. Because I would have been there 8 minutes before.
I'm just going through the rest of these. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had the introduction of Namor. He came up on stage and everybody lost their minds. So I missed the introduction of Namorita, who's the little one beside Winston Duke, and Atuma is the one standing beside her. So, like very, very woman heavy cast, like very, very ethnic cast. So people were probably going to be pissy about that, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this was just like really cool seeing them all on stage, and then immediately after this is when they run the trailer. So what he's saying in this part is that inclusion matters. He repeats that 3 times, and then he goes into Spanish and says, if I can remember the translation, my Spanish is trash, but to all my countrymen who sacrificed everything to cross that river so that I and others could have a different opportunity, I thank you, and this is for you.
And that's Namor?
Yes.
Okay.
So then they roll into the trailer after this.
Is he going to be the most hated villain in the history of the MCU?
So,
when the movie's over, they're going to blame it on Doom, or does anybody know?
So here we go. So spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear this, you might just want to skip probably the next minute or so. And okay, so everybody's left who doesn't want to hear it. So the rumor is, and what I can kind of confirm from my people as well, is that T'Challa just gets sick. Like he gets some disease and just dies. And because they're leaning into the fact that, like, much with Chadwick, it's like people get sick and no amount of powers can stop bad things from happening sometimes. And that's kind of the angle they took with Jane Foster. They didn't want to be like, oh, well, it was some supernatural thing, or we possibly could cure it with magic, but no, it's just, bad things happen, people die. So that happens, which is why. So everybody's watched the trailer. That's why the Queen Mother is basically like from Jump Street, like running the show. I think that happens pretty early on in the movie that he, dies. Because I think that trailer, if you look really hard when they're all wearing white, they're walking through in a funeral procession and they're carrying his helmet. So Shuri has his helmet in her hand, and I think that happens pretty early on in the movie. Namor actually comes to the Wakandans from what's kind of leaked out, looking for help. And because somebody has been drilling using a vibranium detecting submarine, which I know for a fact was built because my people told me about it. So they're in deep water, and that's that scene that you see when they're dropping like the sub suits and stuff like that. Is some team of somebody's government team or whatever comes in and like attacks these researchers. But yeah, they're looking for vibranium in the ocean, which is what causes them to come to a head with the Atlanteans because they deem it as an act of war. Well, when the Wakandans basically don't come into their aid and assistance, they say fuck everyone and declare war across the board. And so that's what the movie is basically trying to de-escalate the war between the surface world and the Atlanteans, and the Wakandans being caught in the middle as the most powerful nation and having to be the diplomats around it. Post-credit scene, again, if you don't want to hear this, leave now. Post-credit scene has been rumored to be that you find out that it is Doom that orchestrated the whole entire thing. So
that was the subplot of that one mini series.
Yeah. So because that was Doom War, wasn't it?
Doom War. Yeah, you're all over it. Yeah.
So check this out. So let's talk about. I appreciate everybody who put photos and stuff, but let's talk about how everybody thought after phase 4 or 3 or whatever the hell it was. Marvel was dead. They can't do anything, right? They blew up all the characters. Iron Man, Spider-Man. They brought everybody that they could, right? Now, what are they gonna do to top this? They got bullets in the bag, man. You know, it's like they got a lot of stuff, and I think in 6, 2, and 7, you know, whatever comes out, you know, it's.
So there's two kinds of people that like I think are full of shit when they talk about comics right now. The one are the people that try to convince me that like prices aren't going down. Like I think they're fucking out of their mind and they've got some sort of like they're in like denial or whatever. And then the other ones are the ones that try to tell me that like the comic market is dead. I'm happy that prices are like, you know, starting to fucking cool down. I might have a shot of buying things that I thought, well, it's over. I'll just never own that book because I'll never pay that price. You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh, well, shit, that looks interesting. Ooh, so does that. And I love that. And 2, I think we're going to see, and I just don't know how much time we have, another run up on prices, and not just the big Silver Age, Golden Age books, but like, you know, all the books that have sort of like tanked. I think they're all going to come back up. I just don't know how long it's going to take.
Well, so I mean, as somebody who's invested in X-Men, I know people are getting real cagey about like there are people who put a lot of money in X-Men books, and the fact that there was nothing out this weekend. Like I saw one dude kind of having a fire sale, like because he can't afford to probably sit on like, you know, 40, 50 G's worth of inventory for another 3 years potentially, or at least 4 years until we get something out of the X-Men. So you find those people, buy. But also too, like it's about being strategic and paying attention to what's happening. I sold 2 FF1s over the weekend. I still have one left because it's like, hey, hype train. But I reinvested it, and I'll show you one of the books that, you know, I bought, and another one will be here sometime in the next day or so, and I'll show that one on Monday. But in the same vein as that book, it's like, well, what can I sell right now? What is hot right now that I can potentially get back into that FF1 if I so chose to again later? And it's like, well, if this, you know, these post-credit scenes pay off and certain characters are the ones orchestrating, you know, things from behind the scenes, quick sell that character, you know, make a quick $5 to $7 grand off of that character's appearance, and then roll it into getting the next thing or whatever. And that's kind of how I've always taken an approach is, you know, have some stuff for the long term, but have some stuff that you can quick sell. And it doesn't always need to be like bullshit Wonder Man first appearances either. You can quick sell Silver Age. Like, you know, it costs you money to get into it, but you can quick sell Silver. So yeah.
Well, speaking of that, let's talk. Let's end it. We'll end it with pickups.
Yeah, let me go first just because I need to keep going.
Yeah, I got you.
So none of my stuff is super major, so I'll start with the smaller stuff.
Yeah, guys, and I'm still at work, so I'm gonna bounce and watch on my phone. But Sean, Chris, I'm jealous, and thanks for letting me live vicariously through the two of you.
Dude, it was so much fun. Like always an experience. So a couple things I picked up, a couple of the sketchbooks from creators. So I spent a lot of time bouncing around Adi Grando's booth. So I had him personalize his sketchbook for me. So again, these are not me reselling, these are just me to keep. Very beautiful, just kind of collection of his artwork across all different kinds of covers and work that he's done. I grabbed a personalized copy and had a personalized copy of More Outrage, the regular cover, which has all kinds of cool stuff. Some stuff that, like, oh, of course, this page is the one I definitely can't show on YouTube. One a little bit more kosher.
Yeah.
But again, a bunch of the covers that he's done for people, both you know, personal sketch work and also stuff for like DC and whatnot. Art Adams. So again, had him personalize his sketchbook as well.
Nice.
Again, got my hands on, you know, a set of the Spawns. So happy about that. And the PC Resistance. So again, I said I sold 2 FF1s. I sold Tomb of Dracula 10 and Silver Age Namor. And what else did I get rid of this weekend? An Avengers 8, 8.0. And I put some of that money into FF5, 5.0.
Yeah.
And I will be transparent. There's another one of these coming also, but the grade's a little bit higher. So little bit surprised they're coming for next week.
Nice.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. If what I mentioned during the spoiler alert pays off, then you can short sell this. Buy it for, a reasonable price right now. Make you a quick $5,000 to hold on to a book for what, 90 days, 4 months.
Yeah.
I think that's worth it. So that's what I did with that FF1. Bought it as a 2.0, resubmitted it, came back at 2.5. I had that book in my possession for 3 months and made $7,000 off of itself.
Yeah.
Kind of no brainer. But yeah, that's all my pickups from the show.
Nice. Leg. Let's.
I get more shit. It's random shit. Nothing amazing. Yeah. I'll show the. I got a couple things that were before that I can do before. This isn't exactly a pickup, but a book that I misplaced a long time ago that I've been waiting forever. So, Tomb of Dracula 13 got like the Blade Origin in this thing, right? I knew I had a clean ass copy, and it was not my Tomb of Dracula section. Could not find this anywhere. And I'm just so excited I found it. I used to collect 13, so I had a box like marked PC. So this just being 13 without even thinking about it. I bought it so long ago. So anyway, who gives a shit? I found this in my own closet, and I'm really excited. Now it's an expensive book, and now I got to clean it and press it.
Nice.
But anyway, and so I was watching some stuff. Oh, shit. So I know I'm talking shit about what I do and don't do, but I feel these Star Wars black things are kind of cool. And I take the Star Wars people's words for it. So I've got a 50 Star Wars Black Thrawn. I went with this is not SDCC. These are last non-SDCC things. Yeah. But they came in a couple of Ahsokas. Same thing. It really, you know what I mean? If you're looking at like $15-$20, you know the deal's okay on there. And those were add-ons from a really cool buyer, great shipper. Because I'm still a believer that somehow buying these Thrawns are gonna work. So I think this is 2019 SDCC Thrawn. This was like what I was about. I think it's like $170 or something. Yeah. But and way bigger than I thought, by the way. And so that comes off, and this is also like the cleanest box. Clearly, it's buying it from like a good like seller collector. So this is the SDCC Thrawn, and damn it, I try stay away from toys, and I just can't do
it. Hey man, sometimes it gets you.
Somebody talks me into this guy, and like on like 170 or something. You feel like, all right, this is one of the rare ones. The box is great. It comes like this. It's awesome. And you're just like, oh god. So. Especially people trying to talk to me because it's it's cool as shit, but it is an investment. So
they're putting the new Black Series in box it with no windows, which totally suck. So, yeah,
that sucks. All right, tell me if I made a good buy or not, Justin. Anyway, so the rest of Comic-Con shit. Two things I wrote down before we bring up. We're talking about Black Panther being Bay. My favorite part of Black Panther was when the kid they're playing basketball goes the hole, nails heart away.
Yeah,
because it's my favorite player growing up, and I'm from you don't call Stockton the Bay Area, but it's Northern California and adjacent as shit. So it's like an hour and a half drive. But anyway, so Comic-Con, this is the cool bag they give you when you check in. It's like a bag backpack. Oh, nice. And like I just folded it up and kept it in there. There's still like the Comic-Con guides in there, and I didn't have to use it because I have my own backpack. But it's nice that they give you this. They're like, go buy our shit. So this is, I think, the biggest DC sponsorship maybe of the entire weekend because they got the crew. And honestly, I thought that trailer for Shazam was actually pretty decent. Yeah. So So anyway, that was cool. That's free. Whatever. And also the X-Men. You guys think maybe? They're maybe giving us time to forget that they existed before for so long.
Yeah, probably, especially with
20 movies. You know what I mean?
Especially with the younger people.
Mentally from Hugh Jackman being Wolverine. I mean, he's a badass dude. So anyway,
they just put, interesting enough, right? They just put Deadpool and Logan on Disney Plus actually.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Look at your boy's gonna come in with some knowledge.
So. There you go. Yeah. I didn't know that. So we've got anyway. So whenever you bought books from Boom, this is the book it came in when you buy comic books. But they were selling like omnibuses, all stuff. So this is not any boom shit. It's this is just a easy way that I transported all those the Hero HRA the DC packs.
Yeah.
So and their way of checking to make sure you didn't buy your daily allotment was by having you write down enter your email address.
Oh boy.
I don't know if anybody else besides me might have more than one email address.
Me. I got a bunch of them.
Called everybody you know on the planet has more than one fucking email address. So anyway, I got a bunch of these. I think they're a good investment. So I'm kind of torn. I got about 20 of them.
Yeah.
There's 10 a day. I went 2 times. So I'm thinking I might sell 10 and keep 10. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, now what the hell is in that?
You want to pop one open?
Yeah, I'll open one. Fuck it.
Look at you, man. I love it.
There was one without. I can't. I know. I don't think anybody bootlegged this thing, but like one of them like didn't have the seal, so it sort of almost started to pop. So I'll grab that. So okay, so there's packs, and then there's that. So basically there's 5 cards in there, and there's something like 16 exclusive cards. So these are supposedly SDCC only exclusive. The guy swore to me that it's possible if they somehow don't sell them all, that they won't go on anywhere. DC might reserve the right to sell them. He promised me they never be in a Walmart, they never be in a realtor, anything like that.
I mean, if you don't want to pop them, they kind of look like this, I guess.
Oh, fuck this, dude. I'm opening one, dude.
My man.
Okay, so it's like, do you you own the rights to the image? What?
Yeah. Yes, but no. Okay, so here's a card pack. Okay. So the thing is, okay, so I know, do I know this perfectly? I'm going to go. People in the chat, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. So here's the pack, and I'll open the pack. So these are the ones, and there's something like 16 cards or something you can get. Marvel's about similar. I'll show you the Marvels. I should have ended up trying to get more of the Marvel ones, to be honest, because they printed less than the Marvels. Mm-hmm. But the Marvels are just cards. They're not NFTs. So actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let me get some scissors. Hold on. And so I barely know what I'm looking at here, and I think you might have to scan.
I think the QR code.
Blackest Night 3. What are we working with?
Final Crisis.
Final Crisis 4. They're all SDCC. Dark Knights, Death Metal. So the thing is, so on the back of these, like you've got the scans, so you can scan this in, and I got to get the app. And which I will get. I don't see on here, right? So I could end up, it's gambling, dude. So yeah. I could end up with once I put these in my wallet, or now that I have them open, I'm clearly going to do that. I could end up with a 1-of-1 of this as an NFT and hold it forever. Or they could just be common, whatever. So, but the thing is, I like that DC's doing this.
Yeah, HRO is the app. HRO.
Yeah, HRO. Yeah. This one is let's see if this does anything different. So this one, I don't know each one has it or not. So this one's clearly, it's really hard to tell, but backwards on here. That's like compared to the others, that's like it's definitely like a hollow.
Yeah.
You can see it like reflect. So this one, I don't know if that means automatically that the card is just worth more, or if the NFT will be more rare. And I don't know if there's more than one per pack. So anyway, this is stuff that I'm just trying to learn about. Clearly, I took a little short getting in here.
They come in 6 different packs. There's a 7-card flow pack for 5, 2-pack for 10, premium 2-pack, whatever that means, for 15, premium 4-pack for 25, starter 8-pack for 50, and a 24-pack card display unit for $120.
Yeah,
this was way back in March.
And the first series is like worth a shit ton of money, of course, because.
There's like 6 million cards in that.
Buy everything. If we ever teach you anything, buy everything new that comes out. Just early adopt. Don't spend too much money. See how it goes. So yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna. So these are cool. So these are the SDCC ones though. So these are also their second thing. So supposedly, you can't buy them online. So these are $25 a pack. It's tax. So it's $270 for 10 of them, and they're sell for about $90 on eBay right now. So clearly that's another reason that I went for it, and hopefully that price holds up since I'm not going to listen until tomorrow. Anyway, that was cool. Wait, I got the Marvel ones in here too. I don't remember if I showed a picture of the Marvel. How are they? Yeah, so I had the picture I said I'd show. So these are the marble ones. So there's like 15 or 16 cards. How many are in here? So 16 cards. So it's a set of 15, and they're sealed, obviously, and
Here, I got you.
they only had 3,000 packs of these,
Yep.
and they're SDCC exclusive. Only 3,000 of these were made, and they only allowed, I guess, I don't know. Probably do the math by 4 or 5. How many they allowed per day. So I only went one day. They were sold out the first day I learned about them. My buddy Dan Golger, shout out to Dan. Nice hanging out with you, buddy. OG CBSI.
Yep.
So they got the set of these. So this is a set, and the 16th card is a holo of one of the base cards.
Yep. So
all the same.
This is all the base cards. So
yeah, they're good looking cards. It's super cool. So I only get up 2 of these, but they're $20 each for a set. I mean, it's a tough, $20 is a low investment for something Marvel makes. It's only got 3,000 of them and a possibility of a holo. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm listing for sale.
These are the cards in the background, kind of.
No, but thankfully, unlike a lot of shit there, you don't have to zoom or anything. It just says San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just, it's helpful that that puts it on there. So it feels a little better. And they said that's the only place they're selling them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And Upper Deck was selling them.
Yeah,
not from Marvel. They're from Upper Deck. So, so that's cool. I think everything. I'm not going to show you random T-shirts and shit. Anyway, so if they want them, because I don't know if they could find them. So these were selling for more, but Dan Parent was selling these signed ones. Should have went back for more. I didn't, but this was selling well. But you can see that's his real autograph up there at the top. Actually, he's cool as shit. And there's a winter special, and Dan, the guy I just mentioned, we were at the booth. It doesn't come out till December. It's got the main Archie characters on it, and he bought the cover for $250.
Wow, that's cheap.
And he's like, "Well," and I'm like, honestly, Dan, you're the one who discovered it. You should buy it, because if you don't, I'm buying it. And then they're comic guys, so obviously you buy. So that was cool. Free shit I got, and I haven't even looked these up, but I wasn't gonna pass up TMNT free comic book days. From being handed out by IDW, so that was cool. So also with IDW, I don't remember the number, but they had Kanto exclusives for $10. So I haven't looked these up, but I know a lot of people have a lot of faith in Kanto, so I might as well also. So I grabbed those. Same with they're in there somewhere. Oh yeah, with these guys, and I think these are selling for 50 or something, but they're the foils for the Sonic 50. Were being sold there, so pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool cover. I like these. They're polybagged with a board, which is kind of nice for not being bagged and boarded. This one I got to thank Matt DeVoe, because we've got Vault, and I forget Vault didn't have its own booth, but this is the Mindset variant. This is limited to 50, so this is a true exclusive. So I was the first person in line. If you guys don't, just like Chris, if Matt DeVoe's a believer in something, I believe. So he was like, and anyway, he was unable to attend at the last minute, and he was like, "Can you go?" So anyway, I got 1 signed and 2 unsigned, because when the writer's standing there, you have to pretend you want 1 signed.
Correct. No, did he even go, "Hey, I'll sign it for you"?
Great shit that's signed. No, it was like that, and I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, this is half true. Also, this doesn't. I'm like, the way I collect, man, I'd love to have signed one and an unsigned one, but I've got a friend for X reason. No personal treasure or anything. Don't worry, Matt's fine. But was not able to attend, and I'd love to grab one too. Like, yeah, we're not limited to any of this stuff. And the writer's like, "Wait, what? There's only 50, and I didn't bring anything else to get signed." And I was like, "So yeah, here's the $150. Here you go. Here you go. I got the cash in hand, bro. You already called it, dude." So anyway,
Nice.
So then we hit with the boom booth. So we're going. I forget the variant, but here's a House of Slaughter 1 with the foil on there. Really cool. Like I said, I was able to go back and hit the booth multiple times. I got another one of those. More than one of those. Same with these. I'll show you 1 copy of each. So the House of Slaughter 25 variants, very similar, but will do well. No, I mean, sorry, Something's Killing the Children. Same thing, whatever. These are 25 variants. Those should do well. I'm going to be selling those. And this was the one. This is the Jay Lee one, and I think one sold cheap on eBay. I think someone didn't even know what they were selling.
Mhm.
And this is the one they were supposed to be dropping 16 of a day, and it was not on the order form. And you have to write Jay Lee secret variant on there. And thanks, shout out to Vinny Kumar for writing down or telling me to write that on there. And I got one of that on there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I don't know if the word's even out on this because I haven't checked eBay in like 3 days or something like that. But I am happy to have. I'm happy to have. It is the what I call it. Oh, I keep forgetting the name of this place, but it's the Grim one. So this is probably the most limited cover to Grim one that you're gonna get, and I was happy to get one. These do okay. Any spawns? So we go in with Coffin Comics. So this is Coffin Moon, which is limited. So these are so Malibu Sun 13. Obviously, they're actually numbered on the front, printed. So this is 139 and 140 out of 250. They did have medals for sale that were way more limited, but they were like $100 something each.
So that there's one up right now, and it's just a bin, $100
for what, that Jay Lee Grim.
Yeah,
Dude, they said 16 a day. I think the print run's like 50 on that thing. And that Grim, and here's the deal: I only learned about Grim this weekend, so I don't know how good the book is or isn't gonna do. You know what I mean? I can't tell you, but I can tell you definitely that I wasn't gonna lose money buying shit for between $25 and $50.
Someone sold one for $55.
Yeah, dude, I don't think that it wasn't even on the list. I heard 16 copies a day they released, and I don't even know if that includes preview night. So think about 16 a day. You know, like there's can't be that many of those things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
it's worth a $50 gamble, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he's been in their best offer, so I mean you could probably get it up for 75. Bet you take it.
Probably. Same here. So this Nottingham real SDCC exclusive, limited to 50. This was the hottest one. Shout out again, Vinny Kumar told me this. I think he sold one for 150 the first night. It was a $50 book. They told me that there was a printing error, that there's pink on the tooth right there. So they said these would be 25. So there's only literally the last two in the print run. Vinny and I are standing next to each other. We only heard he'd gotten sold one. Like, I mean, he just told me on the spec. I'm not gonna, because they're both in my hand. I'm not gonna hand one to my buddy next to me. So what, man? You told me what to buy. We can't share. So anyway, so Nottingham should do well. This is the Quintana variants. I have not opened. I need to bag and board them. But this Quintana variants, I assume reprints. This is Something's Killing the Children 1-5 variant set. And and I think it was like $50 for the 1-5 variant set. And they had 6-10 and 11-15 also. But honestly, it's I go where the profit margins are. So this might have happened. They finally I knew they were going to release Spawn until Friday. Might have gotten in line more than once.
Hey, man.
So
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah. So I went with, it was 75 for a set. So you get, they're all say 1 of 1,500. So it's the blank Spawn number 1, gold foil, 1 of 1,500 is right there. And when you sell a set, they've got the blank, and then they've got the autos. So the autos are some dude named Todd McFarlane, and so you get both. And the crazy thing is, blanks are selling for just as much because people say they're more rare because he signed more, but they sold them all as sets, so it doesn't make any sense to me. Why would he have signed more than that? Yeah. So the 3 colors. So we've got green, which only got 1 green left. Red, blue. So red, green, and blue. Christmas and a little blueness and green. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So this was this is the clear win for the flips on there. And I know they said Todd signed all night. You know what? I need to check. I didn't check. No, he did good. So in everyone I said that I see, Some a little quicker than others, but it does say Todd because whether you know it or not, T. McFarlane autographs sell for less than Todd McFarlane autographs. You know, and he's got. I know he had to sign 750 in one night. And another thing, if you're ever going to get Todd autograph, it's worth waiting early. You will get the prettiest, right? This might say two. I don't know.
So
you get the prettiest Todd autograph, man. So I wonder which ones. Let me see if I can see.
So there's more rainbows than you think.
Well, online?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
a bunch of assholes like me stood in line a bunch of times. I was standing with them. I know
no,
they
no,
are.
no, I meant different colors. So
Yeah.
like I don't know if they got. I don't know if he was there and he had them signed. So here's let me get a couple of these. So
Todd
here,
did Drew. I don't know what Drew got. Drew got the Todd autograph.
So check this out.
Great,
so here we go. So
bracelet.
this one. So if I hit see
that was signed. They didn't. That was not giving out. So that's definitely okay. So Todd was doing autographs, but you had to win. See clearly. So you had to I forget it was a lotto or what. Drew got one. I could ask him.
So this is a
of course Uncanny Stash got one.
So this is a silver.
So that's what all mine are that. Was that say silver?
That's silver. That's silver ink.
Okay, then that shit's rare because we thought they were down. I would have bought that.
And this is black.
Okay, Drew got a black one too.
So I don't know if
there were only 3 colors, dude. So
yeah. So I just want to make sure we're all coherent and which is fine. I just want to be aware that there's lotto ones, there's other ones that
Yeah, so that one, yeah, you can see that dude that guy got the wristband and then just clearly sold it. Dude, honestly, I couldn't give a flying fuck what it costs. If I only had this book and I got Todd to do that and I got a picture of him doing it for my book, you would not see that shit on eBay until my house is going to be fucking foreclosed on. Yeah. That's cool as shit, dude.
Yeah.
If you don't like Tom McFarlane, I don't know what you're doing.
I got you.
Comics, you know what I mean? I don't mean you.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, though. Yeah, I got.
I got 3 of them. I was selling 2, but I'm keeping one.
Carter,
my 300 I got signed is still not for sale.
I got mine up there. My Spawn and Addy Granoff. I fucking put big boy money on that bitch. I mean,
that's fair, man. I mean, every man has his price, dude. But $300 for that thing on the day of, I wouldn't.
$1 million man, right?
And on a 24-hour auction, how lazy are you? Anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, I know that seller. They're fine.
Yeah.
We'll get them next week.
Okay, I got you. All right, so I appreciate Sean. I appreciate Chris. Obviously, without those 2 guys, we can't do this show. So we kind of out there. We're doing the big things. I tell people, listen to what we talk about. I don't, you don't need to have $20,000 or $40,000 of big boy money, but we talk about some stuff, man. You can actually double up if you listen up. How about that? So without further ado,
did you say double up if you listen up?
That's what you do. We're doing it. Okay. So we'll be back next week. Hey, special announcement. Tomorrow we have Felissa Rose on from Sleepaway Camp. So she's gonna come in, roll through, talk about some VHS stuff, maybe talk about Sleepaway Camp. We're doing big things. So make sure you catch out tomorrow. Special edition of Tape Heads. So check it out. Without further ado, Ferd Bird, Market Report, comic shop talk. We're just doing it all. So without that, we're heading out. See you, boys.